As seen in our previous episode, when Jesus lived on earth, he did not abolish the Sabbath, but sought to reveal the peace and rest that Satan had hidden under a cloak of tedious laws and burdens. When Satan saw that his dishonest ploy was exposed, he set about to devise a new way to devalue the Sabbath's sacredness. This began in part when the day of worship was changed from Saturday to Sunday. Most Christians believe and teach that the apostles changed the day of worship to commemorate Jesus' resurrection. However, both the Bible and history show otherwise. The evidence indicates that the day was changed by Gentile Christians with the support and encouragement of the Church of Rome to create a clear distinction between Christians and Jews. Sunday was chosen because it was the day that pagans worshiped the sun god, and similarities could be drawn between him and Jesus, which created opportunities for Christians to witness to pagans. The Church attempted to make theological arguments to support this change. However, no sound argument could be made. And over time, most have been discarded, with the resurrection being the main one that is held by the Church today. The Catholic Church makes no effort to hide the fact that they are responsible for this change, with hundreds of statements like the following. We, Catholics, observe Sunday instead of Saturday because the Catholic Church transferred the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. The question that arises now is, who has the highest authority? The Word of God or the Church? According to the Catholic Universe Bulletin, the Catholic Church has been given the divine authority by Jesus to change the observance from Sabbath to Sunday. It goes on to say the Protestant, claiming the Bible to be the only guide of faith, has no warrant for observing Sunday. The Bible clearly states, every word of God is pure. Do not add to his words, lest he rebuke you and you be found a liar.
God took 6 days and created earth and moon, the stars and sun. On the 7th day he rested from the work that he had done. Then he blessed it, made it holy as a gift for every man, to remind us where we came from and just how this world began. Holy day, purified, set apart, sanctified, enter into joy divine in this temple made of time.
See him worship on the Sabbath, as his weekly custom was. Feel the fury of the rabbis, for he would not heed their laws. So they killed him on a hillside as the sun began to fade. But he even kept the Sabbath as they laid him in the grave. Holy day, purified, set apart, sanctified, enter into joy divine in this temple made of time.
Oft forsaken and forgotten, desecrated and profaned, but the sacred 4th commandment is still valid and unchanged.
Hear the Father gently calling, if you love
The big question that remains is, what difference does it make? When we choose to keep the Sabbath on a different day than what God commanded, we devalue God's sacred law and the price Jesus paid for our freedom. Because why would he need to die if we could just change God's sacred law? And if we can just change his sacred law, what assurance of salvation can we rest in if there was no need for salvation? The results of this devaluation have progressed to the point that the Sabbath has become merely an hour of worship, far from the day of rest God called his creation to observe. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. That is why it makes a difference. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and I urge you to go and study this topic for yourself, and through prayer, allow God to show you what is right.